Hello, internet. This is kind of a random bonus episode thing I just felt like making because I've just like been thinking about camp and just how long I've been there because I've really been there a long time. Like if I was going back this summer, I will have been going to camp longer than any of the campers have been alive. I was there for 15 years and I was staff as 7. And during my time as staff, I met a lot of I mean like I met a lot of friends, but I also got to witness a lot of people grow up. And it's kind of hard to remember how crazy that is. Like people changing a lot. Like not only did I mean when I was first at CIT, a lot of my friends that were campers were friends that I was and that I had when I was still a camper. But as I grew up, the campers that I interacted with became I don't know, something more. Like well, for I feel like if I'm gonna talk about this, the first three I should just mention are the immortal trio: Matt Leichman, Rachel Weinberg, and Rebecca Kahn, who have never changed since they were 12, and it's hilarious. And people, um, all of them are my good friends, and when they were 12 to even now, not much has changed, and they're just awesome people. But what really what's really amazing to me though is the people that I didn't know as well, and I mean the people that changed a lot in that time. Let me start over. Matt Leichman actually changed in the time before he was 12 to now, but from 12 to now, that's when I knew him a lot better. But anyways, my camp siblings, pretty much my real siblings, I love them all so much. Lily, Layden, and Olivia. When I was first a CIT, me and Lily, I knew all of them, but I didn't know them as super well. I mainly just knew Lily. And my first years at CIT, Lily officially became my little sister. I just remember right before I was leaving camp, it was just me and her sitting on the tetherball court in front of the lower office, just waiting for me to get picked up. And I don't know if she remembers that as vividly as I do, but it's hard to remember that was when she was 9 or something, or 8. It was 7. It was in 2009. But anyways, it was really interesting. It's hard to remember little Lily who used to sit on my lap during all the campfires when she was so tiny. And then when she reached super junior year, got a little weird. Some of my campers liked her. It was cute. And then I got to 12-year-old Lily, who still acted a lot the same way, but she was growing up, and people were just like, "Hey, you guys should probably stop hanging out as much." I'm like, "But family." Anyways, and then the Lily now 16-year-old adult person pretty much. It's crazy how much she's transformed. Same thing with Layden. And it's hilarious how much like me he's become. I don't know how much impact that is because of me, but it's it's wonderful. And Olivia too. She Olivia and Maddie Bynack, because I just remember Maddie Bynack used to just bark like a dog and just yell purple. Purple! That was her thing. Now she's a person who is really smart and clever and funny. And Olivia too. They're so funny. And now they have complex arguments and stuff. It's not just they're being silly. They know what's going on. They're not tiny babies anymore. But some of the campers that I've had, Alex Gleicher, this summer or past summer, he was one of my campers my first year as a CIT, and now he was a CIT. It was crazy to know this kid when he was 10. And I remember I used to go to him with the infirmary all the time because he had to get medicine for stuff, and we'd just hang out and play with what are they called? Pipe cleaners? Yeah, they used to have pipe cleaners at the infirmary, and we just mess with those and hang out, try to skip camp and flagpole when that was a thing, and I was 16 and also being a renegade, skipping camp and flagpole because I'm a CIT, I'm too good for that. Oh my god, I've grown up a lot too. And now he was a CIT, and he was a great CIT, and I had to make sure he knew that, and I did let him know. But it was crazy to see him actually go from being 10 to being a staff member, and how much change it's had. that has had. And like Jake Bynack also, who was my camper. I knew him when he was in diapers. I knew Maddie too when they were in diapers. And it was amazing to actually see him come into his own. And I've had like tons of campers, and like I'm gonna mainly just mention ones that have come back, like Dylan, who I remember. I'm pretty sure he knows this, so I'm not gonna like I don't know, be mean. Dylan like has a streak of being kind of annoying, but that doesn't mean we dislike him. But that means that me and Nick, who was my co-counselor there, and that year, were really tempted to make some jokes about him. So instead of saying Dylan, we just Dylan. And he's just become an interesting person as he's been growing up. And also like that whole bunch of kids that I had, like Dylan and like Justin Gold and Jonah. I don't remember Jonah's name. Like that batch of kids, like a lot of them I had them twice, have been like so awesome as they've grown up. Like I want to hang out with I wish I was their age, like, and I wish I was there, like I was campers with them so I could hung out with them. They just become like really awesome people. And then like my second batch of kids, because like I stayed with a batch for a little while, but then I went 1 year down and I had like Ricky and Jack and a whole bunch of kids. And it's been really interesting to see like what happens to them as they grow up, because sometimes the changes that they have are good and sometimes they're not. And it's kind of interesting to see like there's this one camper, I'm gonna go like not mention his name, but now when I see him, or I mean like this past summer when I see him, he just like wouldn't really talk to me. And if that's what you want to do, fine. But yeah. Also, it's been interesting, not only my campers and not only like kids from circus, but like watching like my camper siblings grow up. Like I had Justin Gold's older sister Jenna, who went to circus all the time. Same thing with Dario's Marina. Like they were always at circus, so not only did I see their one sibling, I saw like their whole family growing up, which was super cool. I don't know how many Ians I've had. I've had so many Ians, and E, the king of Ians, Sir Fluffy himself, who I miss, and I really wish he could have gone to camp a few more years, but that's how life goes. I've had Evan and Kyle, my crazy twins that are they're so different from each other, it's crazy. I think I've had at least like 3 sets of twins. I don't know, but it's been amazing to watch so many people grow up, and I really wish I could go back this summer, and I will miss everyone. Also, I feel like I have to give like special like credit to Layden, who I've had as like in my cabin every single year of staff except for last year, right? Yeah, I didn't have him this last summer at all, I think. But anyways, having him in my cabin like 6 summers or whatever was awesome, and he will always be my little brother, and I need to play him in Magic and fight him. But anyways, that was my bonus video. I don't know, Sam, if you want to make a bonus video talking about watching kids grow up, because you've had tons of campers too, and also you would interact with like all the campers in your divisions a little bit more than me, because I was just busy at circus all the time. But I don't know. It's been crazy, man. Camp. This is After Campfire, the YouTube channel where we talk about things that happen after campfire, which is after camp. Yeah, whatever. That was my bonus video. I'm just trying to end this on an exact number again. Farewell.